And the Pistons looking to build on last season, Shams. What's the key for them this year?
Well, a big part of it was continuing to build on last season and bringing back some of their core. And we've seen how the right vets catalyze this young team. So getting those guys back in the mix, that was a big priority this summer, continuing to add shooting around Cade Cunningham.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Up top, Brown. He's watched by Cunningham. Three-pointer. Brown, no good. Detroit with the ball. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pritchard against Cunningham. Tatum inside. And oh, he slams it right over Tobias Harris.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Ivy outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside White. Brown with it. Now Thompson defending. There's Tatum with the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
And they doubled up Cunningham. White with a steal. The finish! Oh, wow!
Incredible! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But, B.A., you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer, too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
Drops in the layup for 2.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Boston leading by 3. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And he makes it. Cunningham's got 6 points.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Here's Pritchard. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Over to the wing. Let's go with a 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 6-point game. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. Pass to Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Cunningham outside. And here's Harris outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. It helps his team space the floor.
On the wing, Thompson. There's the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Boston's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big 3 super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, B.A., the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big 3 win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product. of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for White. Harris on the wing. Back to Cunningham. This one for three. And the three-pointer goes. Cunningham's got 9 points.
And Cunningham has to continue to improve his three-point shot. It's very important for his development.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Pistons have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Pritchard, following the score by Detroit. Outside, Brown. Tatum a screen on Thompson. And here's Brown for three.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Pritchard, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Out to Thompson. 4-3. Offensive board. Ivy, right side. Duran, the screen. Pass to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Now here's Duran. In his last outing, 10 points for him. The three. Queta pulls it in. Boston trailing. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments and some changes here for Detroit. Stewart comes in for Thompson. Jenkins comes in for Ivy. Here's Jenkins. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Back to Cunningham. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Brown hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Pistons have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Cunningham on the wing. The three is up. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And it's a 4-point Boston lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Detroit is shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Brown with the steal. Outside Tatum. There's the three. The rebound by Stewart.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Cunningham against Simons. Cunningham passes to Duran. Now here's Harris. Cunningham on the wing. From behind the arc. Here's Duran. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Duran's got 6. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Tatum. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Brown. We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter. Simon's shot is good.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Cunningham on the wing. For three, here's Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. The Celtics with the lead. Pritchard from outside. And Cunningham pulls it down. And here's Detroit. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Simons with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Walsh, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Cunningham. Off with the layup. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
They've got Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jenkins in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Garza. No made baskets yet. Just 5 to shoot. There's Simons with a 3. Jenkins with a rebound. The Pistons leading. Pass to LeVert. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Doesn't go for him. To the paint. Here's Garza. And that one is hammered home. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Nice move. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Karis LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide-open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times, to be sure, and I think continually with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Here's Garza. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Inside. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's LeVert for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. LeVert's got 5 points now this quarter.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Jones. Ivy comes in for LeVert. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. The Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And here's Ivy from the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And the Pistons lead by 3.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now. You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Now here's Pritchard. Simons, a screen on Thompson. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Garza Detroit with a rebound.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
Now here's Thompson. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. White with it. Now Thompson defending. Right side Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Boston. The Pistons lead by 3. Ball stolen. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Cunningham. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Simons. Whoa!
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Here's Thompson. Boston with a rebound. Walsh has got 4 rebounds in the game. Simons with it, guarded by Stewart. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Monday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart, and Harris is subbed in for Robinson. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live, and the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Steps back, pass to Garza. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Garza's got 6 points.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Out to Harris. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
And he's good on the second. Here's White. Outside, Brown. There's the triple. Here's Garza. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Detroit has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Simons with a steal. On the break. Tatum with room to shoot. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Harris outside. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant...
Oh, rise up, Jaylen Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Cunningham against Simons. For 3, here's Harris. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Tatum, good.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Now Ivy. He's guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ivy. Fires for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Outside White. Takes a 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Detroit has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. Harris, a screen on Simons. Cunningham passes to Harris. Shoots over Tatum. Not enough on that one as it misses. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Chums with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Boston leading by 4. White with it. Now Thompson defending. Tatum from long range. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Ivy. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Ivy's got 5 points.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Again, the miss by Boston. The Pistons shooting just 37% from the field in the second quarter. Thompson finds Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Brown for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Anthony Simons. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the half. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Can't connect from long distance. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Pistons on top, up by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game. Fellas, what's the energy like in the locker room when you're in a game like this?
Kenny didn't even have locker rooms when he played. He was shooting in peach baskets and riding his horse to the game.
Shaq, I'm not much older than you. I'm only 7 years older. What are you
Lies,
talking about?
Kenny, you're making this stuff up. Lies.
You know, I couldn't make this stuff up even if I wanted to. And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
A few things for them to focus on. More presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The Pistons leading, and last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
On the floor for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Queta in at the center position. Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren. And he's now got the double-double.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Cunningham brings a double. White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pritchard against Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Clock at 6. And here's Duren. The 3, here's Harris. Queta pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Queta. Outside Pritchard. Here's the 3. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Thompson. Count the basket. Thompson's got 5 points.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Outside, Brown. The 3. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Brown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Celtics in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Rebound Boston. There's the double with Thompson. White with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. And it's Tatum missing. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Boston has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. There's Tatum with the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 5 assists in the game. To the inside, Duren lays it up and banks it in. And that's 13 points for Jalen Duren.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Guys, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside White. Stolen by Thompson. Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. Harris, a screen on Pritchard. Back to Harris. Pass to Duren. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pritchard with a screen on Ivy. White for 3. Knocked loose. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. All right, let's examine the distribution between 3s and 2s tonight for the Celtics.
And they keep shooting from long range despite the results. So you have to think it's time for a change of strategy. They need to go inside and get aggressive in the paint.
Jenkins is checked in for Detroit. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Jenkins. No points so far. Here's Duren. Boston with a rebound. Queta's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Boston trailing. Outside Pritchard. Down low. Queta gets the bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Duren the screen. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jaylen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Over to the left wing. The 3 ball. Hits the 3-pointer. And it's a 5-point Detroit lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside, Brown. No good on the 3.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Pass to Thompson. Ivy outside. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Detroit.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Pritchard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Pritchard's got 6.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Duren with a screen on Brown to the paint. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Karis LeVert comes in for Thompson. And it's Robinson in for Ivy. Boston also changing it up. Garza comes in for Queta. And Walsh is subbed in for Tatum. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Robinson finds Duren. Back to Robinson. Fires the 3, and Detroit another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Garza. Now Brown. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Pritchard. Takes the three. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. LeVert passes to Duren. Back to LeVert. Duren, the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Outside, Brown. Here's Garza. And the three off target.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
To the inside. And Duren with the basket on the assist from LeVert. And now a 10-point Detroit lead.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And here's Simons outside. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Robinson on the wing. He's got 5. Duren, the screen. LeVert passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Boy, that's thanks to Karis LeVert's court vision, making the right plays in pick-and-roll action.
Robinson against Simons. Will it go? Detroit with a rebound. Here's Jenkins. Duren with a screen on Pritchard. Here's Jenkins. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Jenkins in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Pass to Cunningham. Outside Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 7 assists in the game.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Cunningham against White. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And Detroit making a change here. Reed's checked in. Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Simons, right side. Knocked away. It's Cunningham with a drive. Rebound Boston. Simons got 4 rebounds now. From the arc. Boston again missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Cunningham outside. Over White. Again the miss by the Pistons. Celtics trail by 17. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Cunningham's got 12 points in just the second half.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Got a hand on it. And Boston pushing it up now.
Yeah, they want this to be a transition game. It's where they've been most effective.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Robinson passes to Reed. Detroit moving the ball around. White with a steal. Here's Tatum. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Boy, if you think about everything Jason Tatum does for his team, it's at a high level. And he doesn't ever get the full recognition he deserves. This guy is the very definition of franchise player.
And that one falls for Tatum. Doris at just 26 years old. Jason Tatum has his first title with the Celtics in 2024.
B.A., after he won the title, his first line was, "What are they going to say now?" This guy has done nothing but win from the time he entered the league. He is underappreciated as a big-time superstar. And guess what? There's a long way to go in his career.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Comes up empty down low.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have. Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And it's Cunningham missing. Boston on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. There's Tatum with the three. The rebound by Detroit. Stewart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cunningham passes to Harris. Left side Robinson. Harris outside. Pass to Jenkins. There's Cunningham with a three. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got 5 rebounds in the game. White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Cunningham finds Harris. Cunningham outside. Back to Harris. All sorts of time. Good work there as it goes.
And just an excellent jump shooter. You love how Harris has built out his game over the years.
And here's Simons outside. Rebound Detroit. 17 points was their biggest margin.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Now Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Tries it from 16. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Cunningham. And now an 8-point Detroit lead. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So for the Pistons, Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for Jenkins. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And the second free throw is good. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 7-point differential. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Here's Tatum. Launches a three. Rebound Detroit. Duran's got his 20th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Duran with a screen on Brown. Thompson banked it in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Cunningham looking around. Pass to Harris from outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Outside, Brown. White with it. Now guarded by Harris. Tatum from long range. Connects from downtown. Tatum's got 30 points.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Here's Thompson. Harris, a screen on Brown. Now Harris. Tatum with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's the pass to Brown. Now Tatum. He launches. Cunningham there for the rebound.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
White with a steal. Now Brown beyond the arc. Harris there for the rebound. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Cunningham. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Here's Tatum. They double-team Tatum. From deep. Shot's no good. Detroit leading by 9. Cunningham. Rebounded by Pritchard. Thompson against Tatum. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. He got it.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Cunningham. Rebounded by Pritchard. Celtics trail by 7. White outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. Not that time. Detroit has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Cunningham. Harris a screen. Now Cunningham. Clock at 4. Here's Harris. The 19-footer. Book it! That one goes!
Just a high IQ offensive force. I really enjoy watching Harris operate in the two-man game. He reads it so well.
And there it is! 40 seconds left in the fourth. Cunningham lays it in easily.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Oh, he cannot hit.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Here's Ivy. Thompson. So we see the Pistons get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now, time for our player of the game, Jalen Duren.